today we are going to learn about another important type of a server, that is a blade server. But this may sound like a sharp object, but you don't worry about that. It's not a weapon. So a blade server is just a compact and a smart space saving server. So used in a data centers, just like Spark servers and mainframe servers. And the blade servers are very useful, especially when a company wants us to save space, energy, and cost. Okay, now let's explore blade servers, like what blade servers are and where they are used, what makes them special, and how they are related to cybersecurity. So a blade server is a thin modular server that fits into a special enclosure called a blade chassis. You can think of it's like a bookshelf, and where each blade server is like a book, slim, powerful, and easy to remove or add. And also each blade contains its own CPU and memory network components, just like a regular server. So but instead of each server having its own power supply or a cooling systems, the blade chasers share those resources. So that means one box can hold multiple servers all working together, saving space and electricity. So why it is called blade? So the word blade is used to because the server is shaped like a thin metal blade or a card. So it slides in and out of the chasers, just like you slide a knife into a knife block in the kitchen. But instead of cutting vegetables, it is a processed data. So where are blade services are used? Blade services are mostly used in data centers, cloud computing environments, and enterprises IT systems. Let me give you some examples. Like cloud providers, like companies like AWS, Google Cloud, and Microsoft Azure use blade services to offer cloud services. And universities or research labs, like for high performance computing. And the web hosting companies, as they use blade services to host thousands of websites efficiently. Enterprises like large business use blades to manage applications, emails, and internal system. Banks and healthcare, where space, energy saving, and performance are all critical. So, in short, any organization that wants as many servers in a small space will likely to use blade servers. And the features, what makes blade services are special here is are the key features explained like in a simple basis. Okay, compact design. Okay, multiple blade servers fit into a single chassis, saves a lot of physical space, and shared infrastructure. The chassis provides power, cooling, and networking to all the blade, less waste, and easy to scale. Want to add more computing power? Just slide in another blade. Centralized management. Administrators can control all blades using one interface. Like high performance, blade servers can be very powerful, are often used in clusters, and not hot swappable. So okay, you can remove or insert a blade without shutting down the entire system. And energy efficiency, blade systems are optimized to use less power than separate stand-alone servers. And I will give you a simple understanding, like simple example. Like imagine you have a toaster, a blender, or a microwave, or a coffee machine. So each one with its on plug and space and noise, right? So now imagine a single machine where you can attach all these appliances into an central power unit. Neat, right? So that is exactly how blade services works. Instead of many big noisy servers, you plug in a thin slide blades into one shared unit. So how it's different from the traditional server and the blade server? So in a traditional server, it is a setup. Each server comes in a big box with its own fans, power, and cables. And also it takes some space. Managing many of them can be messy. And also with blade servers, you save up to 80% space. Instead of dozens of power plugs and wires, the blade chases manages all of cleanly. So blade services make data centers more organized, faster to maintain, and easy to scale. And some of the popular blade servers is like Dell PowerEdge blades, Cisco USZ blades, and Lenovo Flex system. And how it's the most important part, blade services and cybersecurity. Okay, so now we just want to talk about how blade services connect to cybersecurity. This is a very important for all of you. Okay, those who are want to pursue in a cybersecurity, or those who want to get a job in a cybersecurity. So, while coming to that portion, centralized security management, because the slide blade services are managed from a central systems, IT teams can monitor access, activity, and logs more easily. So this is also help to dictate unauthorized access or a suspicious behavior faster. And second one is the network isolation. Blade chases often allow segmented virtual networks. That means one blade can run a finances applications and another run on a customer system, both isolated for a security. And firmware and BIOS protections. Modern blade services comes with secure boot, firmware validations, and role-based access. This reduces the risk rootkit attacks for BIOS tampering. Then redundancy and backup. Since blade services support a hot swapping and clustering, they offer strong disaster recovery and failover options. If one blade fails us, if another one also takes over. Okay, so keeping services available and safe. And secure virtualizations. That means most blade services host multiple virtual machines. Securing these virtual machines with firewalls, antivirus, and access controls, it's a major task in cybersecurity. So sixth one is the physical security because the blade services are located in a data centers. They are protected physically to biometric locks and cameras and restricted access. So, but insider threats still exist. So, logging and auditing are critical. So, in short, cybersecurity teams must configuring, monitoring, and patch blade services regularly to keep enterprises' data safe. And you may ask, will I never ever go get to work with a blade server? Yes. Exceptionally, if you want to work in a data center or a cloud company or an IT security operations center, that is SOC, you might work on a VM security, OS hardening, firewall rules, or monitoring tools like SIM running on a blade environments. Understanding how blade services operates give you an big advantages in managing scalable and secure infrastructure. I will give you a practical example. Suppose a company runs a large e-commerce websites like Flipkart or Amazon. They need to handle payments, orders, customers' data, and inventory 24 hours 7. Okay. So using blade services, they can quickly scale up and run backup blades and secure the sensitive customer informations. So all in a one compact setup. Cybersecurity teams ensure that no one hacks into those systems or steals the personal data. So let me recap all the things as like blade servers is a thin modular server that fits into a chassis. It shares the power and cooling space, saving space and energy. Blade servers are used in data centers, cloud banking, and web hosting. So they are easy to scale and manage and replace. In cybersecurity, they support centralized management, strong virtualization, security, and redundancy. So knowing blade services helps you prepare for careers in a cloud and enterprise security. So that is everything about blade services for today. So we now covered three major types of enterprise servers, Spark, mainframes, and now blade services. So I hope you guys built a strong foundation to understand how big companies run and secure their IT environments. If you have any questions, just ping me in the comment. I will answer. Thank you.